So basically, this idea of mine, which is reality now, started probably 15 years ago.
We help people with ideas get them to revenue.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shayna Micol, and I'm from Shrub Shield.
Hi, I'm Dan Grimes. I am the inventor of Shrub Shield.
Are you looking for the perfect solution for preserving your shrubs? Shrub Shield protects your specialty plants from the elements. Maintain plants and protect them from destruction caused by inclement weather. Adjustable, sturdy, and reusable. Order your Shrub Shield today.
Basically, this all started because we've always had kind of like this entrepreneurial spirit. And I myself hold a couple of patents, and I've just always kind of been interested in, ideas and people's ideas and how to kind of make things work and happen. And when we were in the town that we were living in, Dan and our son were playing sports together. And so we were always kind of in the same place. And I'm not sure how it came up one night, but we were at a friend's house, and Dan and I happened to be sitting on a couch, and we just started kind of having like this heart to heart, essentially.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of talking about life and family and things. And I don't know how it came up, but he came up that he had this idea for this product. And Dan is in an industry that, I probably know nothing about. So he kind of told me about the idea. I had told him about, some of my background. And I said, Dan, this is like a great idea. I mean, this is really awesome. And he had a patent on it and all this stuff. And I said, I think you should really do something with this. And so I was an avid Shark Tank watcher, and I had actually made it to the final round of Shark Tank auditions twice. And I had seen a commercial for 52 Launch on Shark Tank. And so I said, Dan, I think we should reach out to these guys. I think they could really, help us kind of like bring this to fruition. And that's kind of really where it started. But I don't know if you want to kind of talk about Shrub Shield a little bit and the product.
I've been in the industry for a good 25 years, do a lot of planting, seen a lot of plants out there in the green industry. And every year, Mother Nature comes around with the snow and the ice, and everyone gets ready to, put out plywood, teepees, do burlap. And it's just, there wasn't really anything out there that was kind of adjustable and kind of that protected your plant. So I just came up with a simple tripod with a cover on it and just kind of ran with it. And, hopefully this is going to be the new age of protecting your plants.
That people spend a lot of money on.
That people spend a lot of money on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's kind of like really how it evolved and came to be and how we ended up here. And I mean, again, it's funny because I grew up in a household that really valued, I think, my dad always kept the house meticulous. I mean, the outside of the house. I mean, he was always doing everything he could to protect him. And what's funny is at that point when I grew up, like, he wasn't spending a lot of money on, landscaping and shrubs. He was just kind of all doing this himself. But he did have some things that he wanted to protect. And, I just living in different communities and seeing what other people are doing. And now people spend big money on that stuff. So it's, I definitely think that this could be, beneficial for people to really protect their investment.
Well, it's kind of like the shrubs. The shrubs aren't one size fits all. Shrubs vary in width and height and length. So trying to find something that, it's not designed for one particular size, it'll grow with your plant to a point. So want to try to come up with something that was going to grow with your plant, be somewhat attractive, and be sturdy enough where it's not going to get damaged. So I came up with basically a transit site level, which is a tripod, and it's very secure, very strong. And we thought sometimes we put a dome over it, for snow load, it's got to reflect the snow load, and it's a pretty strong structure.
Well, and I think too, Dan's really the expert in the product itself, it really did come up with the design and really knows how I think it's supposed to function and those things function. But I think it was really important for us, because we're not this booming corporation yet, to make sure that quality and functionality were both really important. So it was kind of like, let's just do it right the first time. And let's just do it right the first time. Pretty
It
much.
was great having your expertise and visions too, as like a regular homeowner. Like, how is this going to look in front of my house? What's it going to look like? Is it going to be tacky? Is it going to be, attractive looking? What color? So it was a lot of, thought process and looking at colors. And
Well, that's where the female part, I think, comes into this whole thing, is that it's obviously we have a better eye for design. Just kidding, Dan.
and it's also better than a piece of plywood in front of your house, or the burlap that's only good for about a season or two. That's still being used, but it's just ugly and it's just unattractive, and it's a one and done thing at the end of the year. So you're constantly just spending money on stuff that's just going to have to be reused again, and just buy it again. Anybody in the green industry, garden centers, nurseries, architects, designers, flower clubs, a lot of people that I've seen over the years really, really love their plants and spend a lot of money on their plants.
I think even I think consumers, it's important for them to see too, because they're going to advocate for themselves as well. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are going to be like, hey, I saw this. I just spent a ton of money on this. Like, help me protect it, honestly. So I think that's important too.
Yes. Getting the skeleton structurally sound, we want something where the adjustable legs will be able to slide easy enough, have the locking tabs open and close without breaking off. Because you also got to realize that, this thing isn't out when it's 80 degrees. It's going to be out when it's, 10 degrees out. So things get brittle and tend to break. So we wanted to go over the manufacturing part of just, let's try this. Nope, this doesn't work. Send it back. Nope, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And finally, I don't know how long it took, but it took quite a while to figure out like what needed to be done and how to make it.
Well, and I think there was a point where it needed to be user friendly too.
Yes.
Because that's super important, because if people are going to be frustrated and think like, this is a pain in the butt, to use, then I think that people aren't going to use it.
Yes.
So.
Plus the convenience of it, once it's all done for the year, it folds up. It goes in a little bag. You can put it in your garage. You can put it in the basement, and you're all done. You don't have to worry about taking plywood down, folding it up, lugging it around. It's very lightweight, easy to use, easy to set up. So that's another reason why we chose this design.
Yeah.
Sell it.
Yeah.
Marketing, get it out there. Word of mouth.
World domination.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think keep it simple is kind of the way to go with this. We kind of have an idea of who we might want to get in front of with this, I think. And just get out there and get it in front of people. And I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer. I feel like there is a market for this. And I think people will appreciate it once they have it in their hands. So.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
It's so hard when everything is getting manufactured, because everything it's a time frame. It's just, you get something on paper, then you got to send it out and then have it looked at, and then get it done on the other side and have it brought back. So could we got it done a year sooner? Maybe, but we probably weren't ready for it then.
Well, I think too, you learn, I think, through this process, how much it takes to bring something to market, and how much it takes to bring something to market that's quality and that people will buy, I mean, so could things be done faster? I mean, I think they could always be done faster, but what kind of product are you putting out, and because it's a representation of not only us, but you as well. So I think everybody needs to be on the same page that this is, and be realistic about how long it takes to do something. So.
Yes. Well said. Well said. So we're basically gearing this towards wholesale, resale, garden centers, nurseries, garden clubs, to get this product out there.
I think landscape architects, anyone that does anything essentially outside, any person who I think values anything that they've spent money on in the outdoors, I think this is a product that could really potentially work for you. So, yeah, I mean,
So when we get everything ready, we get our website up and going, shrubshield.com. Go to the website, see what you want, how many orders you want to purchase, and you're on your way to go. So basically, this idea of mine, which is reality now, started probably 15 years ago. I always saw like there's got to be a better way to protect your shrubs. But there was nothing at the time out there that I could go to. You had that invent help on TV with the guy with the chisel. That's kind of what I did. And they got me the patents, they got me the designs, but that's it. It ended. So I basically got a certificate saying, well, we're all done on our end, but then I had no place to go. I talked to a lot of people that I knew in different industries, even just corporate people that I knew. I'm like, here, check this out. What do you think? What do you think? And it was another dead end. So it was really frustrating, and it basically sat for another couple of years. I'm like, well, it was a good idea, but it's basically dead in the water because I had no other place to go to, no manufacturers, no anybody. And then that's when Shayna and I got together and we talked about it, and now here we are. So,
I think that, with ideas and things like that it comes with, I think, persistence and a lot of patience. And I think knowing that if something happens, because, again, I've kind of had several ideas, I think, through the process of my adult life, is that I don't look at anything that hasn't worked as failure, and I never have looked at it as dead in the water. I think there are some things that I still continue to think about and work on, and although it may not be moving forward at the time or currently, I look at it as a future opportunity and something that I think you should continue to pursue your thoughts and ideas and things like that, because things don't happen overnight. And I think that's our world now. It's instant gratification. It's convenience. It's just thinking that things are going to happen right now. And if you're lucky, then you're one of the few that happens to. But just things take time, and you just have to keep believing that if things stall or whatever, it's not failure. It's just you're learning from that, and you're learning how to move forward, and it's just an opportunity to, I think, move forward in a different way. So that's all I would kind of say about the entrepreneurial journey.
yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we appreciate, I think, the hard work that, we've done as a team and our collaboration and like learning together. And we certainly appreciate all of the work that 52 Launch has really helped us to do. It certainly would not have come to fruition, I think, without the team and without, good collaboration. And that's why we are where we are today. So I'd just like to thank everyone. And we really do hope that this product is something that you find useful, and we're super proud of it. So
Yes, we are.
yes, we are.
All right.
We're proud.